For joining us this morning with some very
Thank you so much for having me.
advice.
Right. And again, he told us to go to ready.nj.gov for the very latest. And that state of emergency started about an hour and 20 minutes ago. So good to know about that.
And he was right on the money with all of the numbers that he said, all the expectations.
Right.
And that's good because it makes the messaging more clear of exactly what to expect. And he's ready to go. He has New Jersey under control as the snow moves on and want to get you outside. Mostly cloudy and quiet for now, but snow is the weather headline today. And ready or not, here it comes. Temperatures this morning in the 30s for most of the area. Well north and west, quite cold in the teens and Liberty. Out east, 40s in Montauk, 39 in the Park. But this is the main message. Winter storm warnings, winter weather advisories in effect across the tri-state area. All of us expecting some sort of snow today. And in fact, about 15 states join us with these winter alerts. You see the snow already starting to fall on radar. And I'm watching Sussex County, Warren County, parts of Morris County and Passaic. It looks like we're picking up some light snow over through Pike County as well. I bet this isn't quite reaching the ground, but give it a few hours and it will. Moving toward midday, the snow arrives. The further south and west you live, the earlier the snow arrives, but it looks like toward 2 or 3 even in the city. By late afternoon, early evening, widespread showers. I wanted to pause it at 6 p.m. because I think it paints the right picture. When you see our snowfall expectation map, you'll see out east lower totals, down south lower totals. Those are the spots that we'll see a rain-snow mix or just rain at the onset. But temperatures drop quickly once the sun sets, and that's when it will be snow across the board. But our neighborhoods north and west of the city, snow right from the get-go. We are stacking up several inches. We also wanted to point out Central Park. You see, we're just above the freezing mark. In the city, we are right on the line from significant snow, 4 to 8 inches, and more like 2 to 4. And the reason being is that we are just above the freezing mark this morning and afternoon before things cool off. So totals, it's a tough call in the city, but I do want you to count on maybe a rain-snow mix at the start and then straight snow through this evening, and we still have hours of it to stack up. We're still seeing steady, widespread snow through 9, 10 o'clock, and then finally we taper off these snow chances moving toward midnight. The window overall, noon to midnight. But behind this, the coldest air so far this season sets in as a blustery wind picks up. And that means everything freezes, everything sticks around, and we stay so slick. Another thing to note is we have that wind increasing, which means the neighborhood's getting 4 to 8 inches. The potential for some limited visibility with blowing snow is there. Lower Hudson Valley, North Jersey, over through Fairfield County and parts of the North Shore of Long Island, we're looking at 4 to 8 inches. Down the shore, out east, 1 to 2, where we have the rain-snow mix or straight rain at the onset. Now let's focus in on the metro area, where right now we're saying 2 to 4. Again, we are a tough call in terms of that rain-snow line, but what I would bet most on is we are on the higher end of that, somewhere between the 3 and 5 inch range. It is plowable snow. It's enough to make things slick, and we got to watch out for that. So if you have anywhere to be, errands you have to run, earlier the better today, because that window is noon to midnight tonight. The bottom line, that's the timing with the steadiest, heaviest, and most widespread this evening. Totals, we just talked about that. Spots that see snow from the start significant through tonight, which means significant impacts. Very slick streets and sidewalks with treacherous travel, especially this evening. Could even see some blowing snow. Again, the coldest air so far this season moving in tonight, which means everything is going to freeze, nothing melts, and things are really slick. So still have a couple more hours of dry conditions, but by midday we see the snow show up, and once it's here, it settles in for several hours. It's the reason for the AccuWeather alert for today as the accumulations begin late afternoon, early evening. We can taper off snow chances after midnight, but it is so cold and at times very windy, and it means it's treacherous out there. Slick streets, slick sidewalks, and quite cold. Tomorrow, our highs are just in the 20s under a mix of sun and clouds, feeling like teens with the wind, and it gets even colder from there. Highs fall to the teens as we issue another AccuWeather alert for cold Tuesday and Wednesday. That was the forecast. We'll be right back after the break.